We're having a little technical difficulties, so I am just going to skip my introduction because it won't play, and I've tried several times, so I don't know, maybe it's because there's Mercury retrograde or something like that. But anyway, let me welcome you beautiful souls to another episode of Free Range with Gail of Gaia, where truth runs wild and spirit runs deep. Today we're going to enter sacred space with the luminous moon Summersong to explain a timely and explore a timely and essential topic, shielding in chaotic times. And we are certainly having chaotic times. But as a collective frequency churns and intensifies, many are feeling the pressure, the push and pull, and even the psychic static, you could say, of what's swirling in the world right now. So how do we protect our energy without shutting down our light? How do we calm the nervous system, stand strong in sovereignty, and stay connected to source amid the storm? We're going to unpack the tools, the truths, and the tenderness needed to shield without fear and rise in frequency with purpose. So take a deep breath, ground into your heart, and let's dive in, and let me bring on Moon Summersong.
Hi, everyone.
Moon. Oh, welcome. I'm sorry about this mishap here. That's never happened to me before. That's a first.
Oh, that's okay. Thanks for having me. And,
well, I wish it was acting normal, but since it's not,
maybe we can add it later.
Even the help from Restream doesn't even know why it's happening. So, like I said, maybe it's Mercury retrograde.
Maybe it's Mercury retrograde or something, but at least we're both on, though. At least we get
So anyway, maybe you could tell us a little bit about yourself. I know sometimes I used to hate that question when somebody would ask me for a job interview, but anyway, I haven't had you on before, so people might like to know a little more about your background and what you do, how long you've been doing it, and that kind of thing. So
okay, well, my name's Moon Summersong. I'm an intuitive empath. I've been doing intuitive work and like reading oracle and tarot well since I was a child. I would do like healing work, and I would speak light language. I didn't know what it was called then. Like I had like my own language, and so I like as I grew older, I found out more about, what these things when I got to meet other light workers and, other warriors of light, rainbow warriors. And I found out more of what we have in common, and that I'm not just totally making this stuff up. It just, it's our soul speaking to us, but I like a lot of light workers, a lot of people that came here to help. A lot of us had difficult childhoods. And one of the main things like I want to do with my channel, I'm on YouTube, Moon Summersong YouTube. I'm also on TikTok, but the most stuff I post is on YouTube. I am trying to help people integrate, and heal their childhood trauma, find the core beliefs that they believe about themselves that's not helping them anymore, that you need it to survive, and correct those beliefs so you can get your self-confidence and your flow of life back, and not let these blockages hold you back, because we just have so much adversity even since we're young children. A lot of life workers have had that. And so I do a lot of healing work. I do Reiki, and affirmations, incantations on my channel. I do, right now I'm going through all of the chakras and doing meditations. And I also use sound therapy. I have this is 432 hertz, to help our vibrations calibrate, and realign our chakras, realign our aura. But yeah, the biggest thing I'm doing is I'm really trying to help people heal their traumas and be honest with themselves. And we're on this journey together, and always constantly learning, and becoming greater, better versions of ourselves. So I'm here to just help people, especially people that are having trouble
I
breaking
think
out of
there's
their
going
shell.
to be a lot of those people now. When you think about the trauma, talk about trauma. I mean, there's childhood trauma, but right now we're having trauma, a flooding
World.
that's washing people's houses away and everything in them,
Yes,
and
yes.
including themselves sometimes.
And
I,
that's like those are like even greater. I mean, those are spiritual attacks on us as a species, as that's going on. And we have to deal with our inner and outer. And I find if we deal with our inner, it helps us to deal with the outer, and easier. It's easier to attract what we need, and our perspective to handle these situations. But we definitely need to send, that's part of what we can do is send healing love, light, support. If there's something, if we can't if we're not able to uh, volunteer or give to them physically, let's send them our prayers and our support, because it does help. I'm from New Orleans originally. I've been through Katrina. I understand these type of things, and I know every situation is different. But we are dealing with there are entities that like feed off our pain and trauma, and the quicker that we can center ourselves and get our connection with source, and our own divinity, the quicker that we can snap back from this, and rebuild and get stronger and help others. The more that we help others, and the more that we get to know ourselves, our intuition will get better on how to shield ourselves and to overcome these evil entities, and what they're doing to us. And because right now it's like they're invisible and we're getting attacked by them.
yeah, we are
um,
definitely under attack.
and it's spiritual warfare. I mean, it is like, if the more of us that awaken, the more we resist, like the more we don't have to do anything violent or anything like that. The more that we don't refuse to comply and refuse to be a part of the
Be
system
an
that's
observer and not reacting. Is that what you're meaning?
yes, not reacting. And the more like the more that we can find our center, the more that we have time to like grow our own food, the more we have time to talk to your neighbor in a nice way, the more that we say, like, that all helps heal the situation, and that helps us learn the truth quicker about what's going on. I actually have a ceremony too about the chemtrails, and to that the beings that are behind them, that they show themselves, and they be made known, and also that the sun overcomes, and like, because the sun is like our solar plexus. The sun is, we are connected to the sun. The sun gives us light codes. The sun gives us you know life to our
Activation
planet.
codes too, right?
Yeah, yes. So anytime you can go outside without sunglasses, without sunscreen, it comes, the information comes to you, and it also tells since you don't have the sunglasses on, it tells your body to make more melanin in your skin so you don't burn, but even if, it's better just to not have the sunglasses and wear a hat, or wear a shirt if you need to protect yourself from the sun for a long time.
Yeah,
But
the sunscreens are poison. And
yeah,
I've actually read that I don't know, I can't say if it's true or not, but it makes a lot of sense. The sun never would harm us. It's because of the chemtrails that they put out there that reflect and actually cause uh, the sun burning, actually. Whereas that
absolutely.
wouldn't really happen if they weren't there.
Yeah.
And they need
Yeah,
to be there, not there. Hopefully
absolutely.
they're trying to do
Yeah.
something about that now, and I hope they really do, because it's just absolutely crazy. I mean, we are being um, inundated with all kinds of poisoning from the air, the the food, the water,
Yeah. Yeah,
But
and the
even our
soil.
clothing, for God's sakes,
Oh yeah, they've got
it's
us in
just
so many ways. But we have to remember, like the reason why they're doing this, we are so powerful that they have to do all this stuff to us to keep us down. Like they have to dumb us down. They have to, you know, poison the air and the soil and everything, and tell us all these lies to trick us. And we have to remember, we're here to remember like who we are, and we have like do everything you can to eat right, or to eat and to do what you can, but remember we have the power to like bless and set intentions over our food. We have the power to transmute things. um you know, whenever you go outside, and if you see chemtrails, be like, you know, I see you dissipating, you can't hurt me, you can, you know, I'm clearing the air. The more of us that do this, we're vibrations, we have an effect on that. And um you know, I do find it helps. I have seen more sunny days recently. I mean, you know, in my area, I know some areas are like, you know, poor people in Texas are not doing so
yeah.
well. But overall, like I notice like the more that I meditate and I work on transmuting, the, you know, the better it seems. I'm blessed to be able to be on the show today. I'm you know, and able to work on my YouTube channel to help others. Like the more inner work I do, it affects the outer world, and then it like ripples out. So we can't give that up, even though it feels like they're winning sometimes. You know, even though it might not be clear on how to overcome this. Like more people are waking up, and that's also the evil ones. What they do is, if you notice, like how even though we haven't seen any arrests or anything yet, or any like after the thing that ends with Demic, they had plans to do all this stuff with these, you know, with the passports and with all, you know, and they wanted everyone to be poisoned. And a lot of people stood up and they said, you know, no. And they even if they lost their job, even if you know,
That was
they
not beautiful. I was so proud of those people.
yeah.
It was
And
very
but now,
difficult. If you had a big family and your employer told you had to do it, what are you going to do? Not be able to support your family, depending on what your circumstances are. Like it would be easier for somebody who didn't have a family to be able to
yes, yes,
do that than it is
say
somebody that
no.
does, and it's just not fair. And
Yeah, it was horrible, but they have backed off. Like they kind of quietly backed off and acted like, oh hey, you know, that didn't happen. Now this is going on. Now
no
it's
big
like,
deal. Yeah, if
yeah,
it doesn't, if it doesn't get you right away, well, then it really wasn't. It had nothing to do with that thing,
yeah. And
um, and
it's
that's a
like a typical
lie.
narcissist not admitting they're wrong, and like they and not, you know, oh that never happened. Oh no, it's, you know, but the people standing up and saying no, and not putting up with it, it made the beings that are, you know, were trying to control us that way, they had to back up they're trying other stuff on us, and they're trying to get race wars, and they're trying to, you know,
That's where it's
identity wars.
so important. The alchemy of the collective consciousness coming
Mhm.
together when humanity unifies. We are extremely powerful.
Yes, and that's the last thing they want. Like that's why they separated us in the first place. You know, so they could control us, and we need to realize that. We need to realize that, you know, we're all one. We're all brothers and sisters, and um, you know, start to connect in more healthy ways.
It's like what
And
you do to someone else, you do to yourself if it's not
yes,
an unpleasant thing. And
yes,
when people realize that we really are all connected, and I always tell people, if you can try when you interact with somebody, if you can actually try to think in terms of they have the divine spark, they have source in their heart, try to relate to that, because the more people that do that, the more that'll bring in unity consciousness, as I understand it.
yes, yeah. Always. That's why I love, and I say namaste in my videos a lot, because it basically means I bow to the divinity in you, and the
Yeah.
divinity in you sees the divinity in me, and that's what it means. I just think it's so beautiful that that's what they use for their hello in India, but it's just it's
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
it's a
they're
beautiful,
more advanced than we are here in America, but I don't
yes.
think they've been subjected to the same amount of poisoning and propaganda and lies that the Americans have at this point in time. Not that they haven't been, there haven't
They
been
have
any
their
of
own
that,
challenges,
but they're
yeah.
really after Americans big time right now. They want to take
Yes.
American down because then they feel the rest of the planet will follow. But that's
Yeah.
not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
No,
And
we're not gonna. We're fighting
we're
back and we're
standing up.
yes.
So, what do you? What does shielding mean to you on an energetic or spiritual level?
Well, I think shielding is something that I do. It's very important, especially if you're an empathic or sensitive person. It's something that that you should do regularly, and then you start to automatically do it without having to do a ceremony. But if you're ever feeling like you need more of it, I always do a small ceremony to myself. Um, but shielding in your inner world and having to interact with just what's around your environment, your local environment. And then I also wanted to add shielding, um, so we're able to uh, fight this and do light work on a large scale, uh, since we are in a spiritual war and we do have beings that are trying to hurt humanity and trying to separate us. And so I prepared a ceremony or something today to do that. And it kind of, and it's also will help strengthen our aura and let us feel the power within us, and without it uh, bleeding out or getting confused, or it's
Yeah, there's a
sometimes.
lot of that right now with this dense energy and frequency soup that we're dealing with, even in the
Yes.
collective with what's going on. I mean, oh my goodness, like I said, people's houses washing away, people dying, people not knowing where maybe one of their relatives or someone from the household is. I mean, those are, some real difficult feelings to have to deal with. And it's kind of like a,
That
very dense and manipulative. People feel irritable, disoriented,
absolutely.
overwhelmed.
I think all of us need to hold space, and we need to just pray and set intentions for these people, that they find everything they need as quick as possible, um, so they can ground themselves and start over again. I mean, you know, I remember, I mean, even all the chaos, everyone, we're all infinite beings. Um, Even though there's many people that have crossed over, but it doesn't make it right what's happening. We need to keep on uncovering until we can get to the bottom of this and stop this weather warfare and what they're doing. But right now, I want to set intentions that everyone there can find their inner strength and their connection with source, and also get their telepathic messages from their loved ones that might be lost or have crossed over, so they can have that comfort within them and know that they're not truly alone, even though they might feel like the most alone they've ever felt. Um, because they're part of God, they're part of Source. That we're always together, but um, these times are so scary, and they need to find the energy in themselves. But we also, us on the outside, we need to check on them and try to help. We're going to be prompted to help. Like, say you get this feeling like God's like, you should donate to this person or this person, and that might be the right thing to do. Or you can offer a Reiki session, or prayers to this person. Even like letting, if you're in that position, knowing that someone else cares, someone else is saying, hey, I'm praying for you and your family, I'm sending you love and light, I'm sending you good vibes, and if you need someone to talk to, I'm there. Or if like, that helps so much, just knowing that there's people that are not just like, going about their business, not thinking about them.
And people have to be willing, to help people without expecting them to be able, especially some of these that have been traumatized through these flash floods and so on. They're not going to have money. to pay somebody.
So that's why it's like if someone needs, I mean, I'm gonna maybe do some videos to help them, or because that's actually a good thing to, if or even if they can't see it, like other people setting intentions and holding space and praying for them, and like that's gonna help send them energy. But like I might make one for them just so they know that I'm thinking about them, and they're not completely alone. Like uh, you know, I also should tell them what when I went through Katrina, it was similar. It felt like the apocalypse. I mean, it was a mini apocalypse, and in their lives, it's everything's going to change for them. Everything, but if they're still here, they can get through it and rebuild. And I'm going to help whatever way we can. And I know that the rest of the people watching this care about these people, and we're going to support them.
That connection to source within is one of the things that will help them the most, by connecting with that and finding out that they really are powerful and they can get through this, and
yes,
they can rebuild their life, and they'll be okay.
Yes, that's the most important thing.
I'm sorry.
Taking it a step at a time, and as with anything, even in the good times or in bad, I mean, it's like if you don't know what to do, you find your center and it'll come to you. Like, even if what I do is, even if you can take a walk outside and just take 3 long deep breaths in and out. If you're doing mundane tasks like your laundry or washing your dishes, that's when answers will come to you. Some often come to you to what the next best thing to do is. But as long as you have your health, you can get through anything. You can get through heartbreak. You can get through financial destruction. You can get through, just.
And this is why people really need to take care of themselves. If you have your health, you can handle.
Yeah, no. If you don't have your health, you need to focus on getting your health, and that's in inner work, and source can help you get through that too. That's number one is your health. But we need to be thankful for what we have, and if you've got your health, that's a big thing. Like, a lot of times if you're like going through something horrible, like, oh my God, I lost everything, I lost, or I, going if you lost somebody that is close to you, or just you're like, I can't handle this, but you can. You have to just be quiet, take it a step at a time. The same thing with if you're having health problems, the same thing, you need to be quiet and get the rest you need, and listen to what God says, listen to what source says for you to do next. A lot of times it's because we have to do inner work. Sometimes it's source telling us you need a rest. You've been burning the candle at both ends for too long. The reason why you broke your leg or you're having heart problems or you're doing this is because you need a freaking rest, and like hash out some emotions, or hash out a lot of times, like, that's why we're having that type of thing. So the answer's not always easy. I don't have all the answers, but a lot of times it's telling us to take a step back and go within, get our connection with our divine connection, and learn what the next steps are, and don't feel bad about setting boundaries, especially if you're not feeling well, if you're feeling fatigued, if you need to focus on your health, if you need to focus on yourself, because a lot of times, especially empaths and light workers, we're busy. I mean, we're trying to help everybody else, and there's a time and place for that. But you also have to, make sure that you're like, okay, I need space to like breathe and figure out what I need to do to take care of my vessel and my temple, and what I need to do for
temple.
Me.
Yeah. That's how people have their body is their temple.
Yes.
And their source is within their heart center.
Yes.
And connecting with that is what will give them strength.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So
let me ask you this one. How do Emotions like fear and worry break down energetic shielding. And how do we shift out of that?
You said fear and what else? Emotions like
Fear and worry break,
fear and worry.
emotions, worry,
Yes, I mean
anxiety.
fear and worry are probably one of the things that affect us the most. And we need to always remember that we're safe and protected. We have everything we need, even if we're at our worst. We're here to learn, and we're here to help. We're here to become stronger beings. And so whenever you're feeling like that, the first thing I do is take a deep breath, and I do vagus nerve exercises. Your vagus nerve is actually located right here in your neck, and it fans out into your brain, and then your nervous system comes down and fans out into the rest of your body. Your vagus nerve is what tells your body to go into fight or flight. So when you're feeling nervous, like oh crap, what am I gonna do? Like this, like that feeling of anxiety, that's fight or flight. So if you take a deep breath and you hold it right here, that kind of massages your vagus nerve and tells it, hey, it's safe. You're okay to restart itself and to relax itself. And then if you let the breath out slow, that is telling your body to calm down. And I imagine it by the breath by my vagus nerve going down slow, and like as it flows down, it's telling your body to relax. And so that has helped me. Doing those exercises have helped me more than like if I was take like I don't recommend anybody take any psychic drugs or anything like that, or but anything you do to relax yourself, anything like that, or like it helps me more than any other plant medicine or anything. Just taking a deep breath, holding it, count to 3, let it out slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's telling your body to calm down and that you're safe. Breathing in faster and like breathing out slower, that wakes yourself up. Like if you need to wake up or focus more, breathe in fast, breathe out slow. That helps you to wake up. But like calming yourself down, breathe in slow, hold it, count to 5, 3 to 5, and then just let out slow. So that's the first thing I do. The next thing I do is this is one of the things that I wanted to do for people to imagine for shielding. So after you calm yourself down, calm your nervous system down, let's do a couple more breaths. Breathe in, hold it. Do that slow. One more. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And after that, I want you to imagine a bright white light in your heart chakra, starting out small and then slowly radiating out into your chest, coming out around your chest, going back into your back, going through your spine, circling around your heart chakra. You imagine that light going down into the rest of your body, into your solar plexus, circling around, coming in and out of your stomach. Imagining it going into your sacral chakra, radiating out, coming around, going back to your spine, your root chakra, radiating out, coming back in, Imagine that light surrounding your legs, your thighs, your knees, your toes, your feet. Imagine it coming back around, going around you, coming through your crown chakra, going through your head, protecting your third eye, protecting your sinuses, protecting the back of your neck, in and out, coming around your throat chakra. Imagine the light radiating in and out around your throat, back into your chest. Imagine that cycling all around you. Okay, now imagine it turning into one big light circling around you, circling around your entire body, then circling around your head, circling around your feet. And imagine a bright pink light of love circling around, coming out like a fountain, coming out of your heart, it's going into the rest of that light. Now you're surrounded by love. Now imagine a green light coming out of your heart, circling around you, circling around, coming back in through your back, circling around your entire body. That's your health and prosperity. Now imagine a gold light coming out of your heart, circling around you, circling around your entire body, going up and down your chakras. Now imagine the light turning into a strong shield with, you can even imagine some spikes coming out of it all around your body, all around everything. It's very strong. It's impenetrable. Nothing can get through it. It's very strong. It's there. And imagine all of the love light that we just made, the pink light, the green light, the gold light. Imagine a silver light radiating throughout your body with a shield around it. And now, alongside the shield, I want you to imagine two big angels or your spirit guides, one on each side, right around you, protecting you alongside your shield. And also, you can imagine two big lions or tigers with you. And these are your spirit protectors. Whatever animal comes to you that you want to have protect you, but I'll use lions or tigers. They're also with me, protecting me around the shield. And as you go through life and as you go through your day, know that the shield is around you. Your angels are there protecting you, and so are your spirit lions. You can imagine dragons, gargoyles, whatever that you need to protect yourself. Like we were talking about white tigers earlier. You've got your spirit animal protectors, one on each side. They're with you as you're going through your day, and they're protecting you from any energy vampires, any adversity that's trying to keep you down, any of these, the evil beings that are trying to do weather warfare or spiritual warfare on us as a species, to Mother Gaia, to the world. We need, and any of that. The shield is there, so we can do our light work and we can do our purpose, what we're meant to be. You can get through your day and do what you need to do. Because each little thing you do is making this world a better place. As long as you do it with intention and love, and you're doing it with a pure heart, you're making this world a better place. You're making this world closer to the truth that we are. So that's that was my shielding ceremony. I wanted to do a little bit more of selenite shielding, what I do a lot on my channel. When I put the shield over and clear out any of the negative energy. But the biggest thing to do is calm your nerves first. Get the breath out. Get any bad feelings out. Exhale that. then breathe in light, and then put your shield around you. I hope, does that, do you think that that was, I hope that was helpful to some people.
Well, it gives you an idea of how to go about relaxing yourself, getting
Yeah.
back to center. And our heart space is so important during this time, especially in
Yes.
um, calming yourself down with your breath is really important. And I think that's really helpful because a lot of people say, I can't meditate, I can't meditate. Well, don't even think of it in terms of being meditation, then just think of it in terms of breath work and
Yes.
calming yourself down, because it's in the silence is when you get your answers from source.
Absolutely. And I'm one, I mean, I have ADD, ADHD, and I'm one that has had a lot of trouble. I've learned to now with meditating is like when close your eyes pointed at your third eye, breathe in and out. That helps. I used to not know to look at my third eye. That helps a lot with meditating. But if you can't meditate, if you can't concentrate, going on a walk, doing something physical, I mean, I'm a fan of yoga, but anything that you can do that helps your body get into a meditative state, even if so. If you're somebody that's like constantly got mind going, you're thinking about crazy things,
I got that. Yeah.
which happens a lot. I have to get a lot of energy out before I can sit down and like meditate or like
Well,
per se.
nature and
Yes,
grounding.
grounding, absolutely. That's a big thing. I'll touch a tree, I'll hug a tree, but I need to walk barefoot more often because it's one thing that a lot of us aren't used to doing, and it's something I like to go to the beach because it's if you can get out there because that helps. But yeah, so even
Some of
grounding.
us live in areas where you can't go barefoot comfortably. But
Yes, I know.
you know what you
It's
can do, and what I've done, and it was said to me, and I didn't even realize it when I first found it out, is that I have a walking hiking stick which is made out of wood. It
mhm.
doesn't have any rubber on it on the bottom of it, and so you actually will get grounding through that stick.
Just from touching it with the
It's on
stick.
the
That's a
ground,
great
yeah.
idea.
The So it and because, like I said, there's a lot of places where you just can't walk around barefoot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And especially if we're not used to it. And like I want to try to get like either something that's a more organic soles from shoes, but sometimes it's hard to find. Most of the stuff is made out of rubber. Let's just be honest. But that's a great idea with the stick. And even if like I'll even like find a spot like outside in the grass and take my shoes off for a couple of seconds and just like walk back and
Yeah.
forth barefoot if I can't just
Or lean up back and against the tree, a tree.
yeah.
Um,
And then yeah, that's
Trees
grounding
are
too.
very nourishing, and we're connected to everything on the planet. That's what we have to remember. Um,
Yeah, and that's really what matters is like the trees and what we have, and we were born in our birthday suit. We were born. We're not like all this other stuff. I mean, I'm grateful for everything that I have. I'm grateful if I'm able to have shelter and a car and things like that. But what we really need is ourselves, God, and our connection with Mother Gaia. With other with the earth, and that's the beginning of it. Like that's even despite all the chaos and everything, um, if we could find that again, that's the wellspring of life. That's how we, that's the beginning of how we fix our problems or get the good ideas of what to do next. So
yeah.
that's
Somebody,
great.
Anna mentioned. Do you have any suggestions for Anna? She's been feeling dizziness the past couple days.
I think part of it, there's so much, there's astrologically stuff going on, but everything plus all the spiritual attacks and everything that's been happening in Texas and just in the world in general. Um, that's definitely probably has something to do with it, especially if you're empathic, you're probably feeling, some of the chaos that's coming from this. So I would definitely also, take Gail's advice with the grounding during this time, because whenever you're dizzy, and it says you brought the grounding mat. I don't know if that's the same. That's
Yeah, it is.
great.
It's the
Even
same woman.
if you can take it outside, or even like that, it helps you in the house. But you know, I find going outside, getting the fresh air,
Better.
touching a tree, thanking a tree, yeah, it's even more, and it gives you more of that sensory grounding, and I would just keep doing it and give yourself time to like breathe and rest, and just feel the feelings. Like if you just let yourself feel the feelings, if you need to cry, cry, and then do your grounding, and then once you've given yourself that time, do something special for yourself that you like to do, like make yourself something that you like to eat, maybe, or um, listen to your favorite songs, or something special for yourself. Give yourself a gift.
So,
But
do crystals, grids, or sound frequency play a role in your protection then? Or your
yes,
protective practice?
yes, I do. I do sound like these are Tibetan sound bells, which is just 432 hertz. I love this. It helps get into the vibration.
And negative energies actually hate that.
Yes, and that's another thing. If you're feeling like there's negative energies around you, or like either
That's a cool
getting
device. What is that called? I've
these are
never seen one.
Tibetan symbols. These are Tibetan Buddhist symbols.
Oh wow,
So,
cool.
and
I got. I just got this little bell.
yeah, that anytime ringing a bell, and if you don't have a bell, get a wine glass or something and hit it with a fork. That, like, things to help with high vibrations. Demonic entities, vampiric, and they don't like high vibrations. This is another 432 hertz tuning fork, and you can sell these online, and a lot of metaphysical stores will have the sound bowls and things like that. But it's
Oh, I love
definitely,
those things. Yeah, those
oh
bowls
yeah,
are awesome.
these help. This one, I have this one out for communication. I brought this is for your throat chakra, the resonance of that, to help with communication, 741 hertz. But I'll do this a lot. I have in my videos. I use a lot of sound therapy.
So you have videos that have the sound therapy, utilizing the sound therapy on the video, so people, if they don't have that particular device themselves, they could listen to your video and get the tone or the frequency from the tuning fork or whatever you want to call it.
Yes, I have long meditations and short meditations with it, and I also use the crystal healing, because crystals are perfect crystalline structures from the earth, and they have messages and codes in them. And this is rose quartz. Many of you might know, but I and you can set intentions of love and light and send it out to the world, send it out to Texas, send it out to, and you can just feel it. You can just look how beautiful it is. I mean, you can feel the vibration coming off of these, and even looking at an image of it helps. But
Is that a rose? Is that a rose
this is
quartz or rose?
a rose quartz heart.
Cool.
But
Yeah,
uh,
I have a stone, a rose quartz. That's a rose
oh,
quartz.
that's beautiful. Yeah, you got a nice big one. That, like, yeah, I mean, they're they're addictive after you get this is in and this is a regular quartz, and it amplifies intentions, or if you put it next to another thing like a rose quartz, this is amplifying the love and light from the rose quartz. This is I think this is yellow citrine, but I call this my sunstone for your solar plexus chakra. And if
So,
you
so you can use crystals to help with this process.
yes, and they can help with shielding. Like this is like a selenite, and like it helps with
That's amazing.
because of the way they're structured. They're perfect crystalline structures, and their vibrations, and they help recalibrate your vibration. Like, say your vibration is not, if you're in chaos, or feeling tension or pain, like the sound vibration and the the crystal vibrations can help you to recalibrate yourself and to and it also like amplifies your connection with source and God. You that can speak through this to you, like light codes can come to this. um so there's just so many things you can do with it. And like, I mean, this one is like reminds me of the ocean, and I'll use this a lot for cleansing and washing and for throat chakra, because it's blue, but also light blue calls your angels and calls your spirit guides. So you can use light blue. It's color therapy, but it's also got the crystalline structures in it, and it's a way to help you ground also, because it's it's from the earth. And
They
you know, I've,
hold, don't the crystals hold memory? Or is
they
that
do.
the quartz gets crystals?
All of them do, but a lot of them, and even they say like ancient, like we're talking about Lemuria and Atlantis, and like they'll use crystals to store memories. And even if you guys remember Superman's cave, you know how he has the ice crystal cave. They even show us, they show us images in movies, because sometimes, like, you know, evil talks through movies, but also the divine talks to us too through that. And uh, Superman is a perfect example of us, you know, being sun children, and the sun gives us energy. But he would go to the crystal cave and talk to his ancestors and talk to, and that's an example of the crystals holding the information and the vibrate. So you can set your own attention to this. Like I send, you know, I
I have a big one, quartz crystal.
set this to this crystal to protect me and to give me infinite light. Oh yeah, you've got a great one. But it's energy comes off of it, and you can, and then to cleanse them, you know, you can put water over them, or like wash them off, like put sage around them, or you can bury them, put them on right now to charge them. Tonight's a great night to put them in a bowl and put them under
with the moon. Oh yeah, that's for the full moon. We did bring that up. That's true. There's a lot of energies from full moon that seem to affect people too. I know in mental hospitals and pregnant women that are close to birth frequently will get their birth, or the tides rise.
Yes.
And if the fluids in your body rise, so if you're in positive vibration, you're going to get more of it. But if you're in negative, you're going to get more of that. That's how I understand it anyway. Yeah. And I might mention that Tennessee mentioned about get away from all the frequencies, the bad frequencies, walk in the woods. 5G harms our balance. And that is so true. And I just find nature and woods just a great.
Yeah, it helps so much. I mean, get away from the 5G and the Wi-Fi and all that. But the full moon, the moon, you know, it amplifies. It's good. We need it. It's feminine energy, but it amplifies anything that needs to come to the surface. So it's going to amplify like your intuition and your emotions. But say that there's something that's like needs to come up to the surface, or that needs to be dealt with. So a lot of times full moons will bring that out. And also people say that parasites hatch during the full moon and all that. And that's a time to do parasite cleanses but it's.
Oh really? I didn't know that one.
Yeah, it's good to start it like right before the full moon, and then you can do a parasite. Anytime's a good time for a parasite cleanse.
Yeah.
The best time is, you know, about a week before the full moon and a couple days after.
Yeah, I think they're throwing a lot of them at us, if you want to know the truth. Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We have to protect ourselves any way we can, but the full moon is time for like things to come up, and so like. If we like say you're feeling crazy or you're feeling like weird, or it's time to like sit with those feelings and think about it and see what it's trying to tell you, like so we can release them, because that's the full moon's bringing that up so you can deal with it and then have a stronger intuition afterwards. So if it's like that's why like sometimes you get the negative, or the people that are, if you're going crazy, or you know, the werewolves or things like that, it's bringing out what's underneath the surface that needs to be dealt with.
Anna's asking you a question. Do you combine the tuning forks with Reiki?
Yes. And my videos, I use them in my meditations and my Reiki. And
Reiki, I saw Reiki.
yeah, and so if you look at Moon Summersong on YouTube, type in Moon Summersong, I should come up. I also have a light language channel, which is, but I also put some light language on my regular channel also. But I combine.
And your website is just your name, right?
Yeah, moonsummersong.com is my website if you want to get in touch with me for a reading or just read more about my background. You can look me up there. You can contact me there, email me, or I have a psychic phone line. But you can get in touch with me that way. And or if I read right now, I'm reading all the messages that come through my YouTube channel. I'll probably get it if you message me that way. But please check it out and let me know if there's anything that y'all want to see or any type of healings or any suggestions or any type of videos you want me to make. I'm open to that. So,
I had some questions here. Basically, I guess we've covered a lot of the questions I've had already. It's pretty good. What about water rituals?
Water. I love water rituals. I'm a water sign. I just had a birthday pass. I'm a Cancer. Moon child. But I say I like, so water signs. If you got water signs in your chart, you probably like the water even more. But if you can get to a beach, or that's the best, like bathing in the salt water, because that really cleanses your aura. And if you go in there with intention, like, you can baptize yourself anytime you want. You can be like, I baptize myself in Christ consciousness, or with the energy of Mother Gaia, and have that flow through you. Like, I cleanse away any hexes, any ill will, any bad feelings. If you're in the shower, I like to take Epsom salt or regular salt sometimes and add it in the shower. Tea tree oil, or eucalyptus, that helps cleanse stuff out, and also break like hexes or evil eyes or anything that's like, if we're holding on any bad energy. Like, but water, absolutely. Even if you don't have time to do that, even putting your hands underneath like a faucet and then blessing yourself. I mean, I was raised Catholic, so I have like a lot of stuff from that. I know people have mixed feelings about all that, but they are right with using the water and cleansing yourself and baptizing yourself. You can do that anytime, even with just a piece of water. Anytime I have a blessing on one of my channels, but I imbue this water with love and light and grace to clear out any negativity. That's all you have to do.
Sometimes I write like love on the bottle.
Yes, and that helps the crystal
gratitude, or something like that.
And we're water. We're made of water, so we have to remember that, and it helps us. But yeah, that writing the intentions helps so much. It changes. I mean, it's scientific. Like, and I think I forgot the name of what the bleep do we know, or like the movie, but it shows you how the scientific crystalline structures change when you put the positive words on the water. So
Dr. Emoto.
Yes, and that's, I mean, so it's scientific and it's spiritual. I mean, it's like, there's so much, like, we have so much at our hands that we forget, because we're more powerful than any of this evil stuff that's trying to get us. We can, like, we have like all these tools, and like, so it's always important to
don't even realize we have them, do we?
Yeah, we forget because we take it for granted. We're like, oh, it's just my water. It's just my, but I'll, always bless your water and your food, set intentions, especially over your food, since we're being poisoned so much. But this helps transmute it into something healthy. Be like, if you don't have time to pick the most organic stuff or whatever, even if, try the best you can, but whatever you're having, like, set intentions, be like, I'm grateful for this food, and I imbue this with love and light, and and say your grace, say whatever you need to. That helps transmute anything that's not right in your food. We have a lot of power We just have to remember it and remind
Yeah,
ourselves
see
of
that's the problem. I mean, we practically had that programmed right out of us.
it.
Um,
Absolutely. Since we were kids, and most of our light workers have been like attacked since we were kids, and being like, what your opinion doesn't matter, and you're meant to be seen and not heard, and blah blah blah, and I'm gonna whip the crap out of you, and like a lot of and we need to get that. We need to like learn to trust ourselves again, because a lot of us were taught like, okay, I'm just not gonna say anything, and I'm gonna
yeah,
be like, but
yeah.
uh, yeah, we need to relearn a lot. And like, there's just so much that has taught us to go against our intuition and go against our connection, our natural
Oh yeah, you
connection.
weren't supposed to. You couldn't sit in school and stare out the window and use your imagination. You would be scolded for that.
Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah.
And our imagination is extremely powerful, just like imagining our, the new Earth.
Yeah, we
The
can
way,
manifest through that. We can
yeah,
that's the way they teach us not to imagine in school, and when they put us there 8 hours a day, which sucks the life out of us. That's too long of a day for people to be doing that. So it's just yeah, there's so much. That's a great point. That like they teach us that our imagination is, they even teach us to not respect the artist or not respect the musicians and not respect, they teach us like, oh, that's like, for the street people or whatever, and like that's the kind of stuff that really can change the world and can transmute your
and those are
your
the very kinds of things that they discouraged.
mhm,
Your imagination,
mhm.
physical activity, artwork,
Yes,
singing. Those
yes.
things eventually moved out of the schools,
Yeah,
and
they do it
that was
very little, if at all.
that was by design, I'm sure.
Oh, absolutely. They want us to be like in our cinder
Good
block cage.
slaves.
Yeah. Exactly. We're gonna. That's why we're here, and to bring New Earth. And I'm grateful that I met you. I'm grateful your friend Bindi recommended you and everything. I mean, thank you for having me uh,
Oh, I'm
today.
delighted to have you. This is the kind of thing that people need to hear because, well, like, we see all the chaos going on right now, and it is a lot more than people have had to deal with in a long time.
Oh, I
Um,
know. It can get overwhelming. I mean, it's just, and there's so much, even going on in other countries and like we need to. I think there's going to be a time where God or Source or however you're connected to the divine will tell you, um, you need to do your part. Like if you need to stand up for somebody, if you need to speak out, if you need to say enough is enough, because we need to start finding our own way, and getting to where like our taxes aren't paying for war and things like that. We need to make it so um, we have the control of the reins of this place. And a lot of it, we're just going to bypass the old systems and the stuff that's like not working anymore, and the stuff that's hurting people. And once it keeps growing and growing, and that stuff's going to get smaller and smaller. Um, but right now, we're under attack because they know we're waking up. They know that we're not consenting to a lot of their BS, and so they're doing the weather warfare. They're doing all that. They're trying to steal land from people. They're trying to. Um, so just continue. Everyone, please continue to set intentions. Hold space um, for Texas. Hold space for all the war torn countries. Um, know that we can find a way. Don't give up. Don't be so discouraged and overwhelmed by this. We've gotten through worse, and we're gonna continue to. They keep on retreating and coming back. I mean, we're winning. It's just what they're doing is backing up, and they're coming at us from a different angle. Um, so just keep what you're doing. Don't let them separate us. And if you hear people talking about, because I've been hearing a lot of really fear based like stories to separate us, separate races, separate men and women, separate generations, any of that. We need to come back and correct and be like, hey, we're all people, we're all brothers and sisters, we're all God's children. We're here. Remember the golden rule. That really, stands for all of it. So treat others how we want to be treated, and just keep on doing the best you can. That's all we can do.
I was wondering, this is a good question I was thinking about. How could someone begin discerning what's theirs versus what's part of the collective distortion?
Well, I
Or
think
how do you do?
with that, I know me as an empath, I have to spend a lot of time alone,
I do
like
too,
processing feelings, yes, and processing what's mine, because a lot of it's, and then a lot of it is the collective. Um,
especially now.
and yeah, and I think the best thing to do is the grounding or the physical. If you can't meditate, do the physical work. Go wash the dishes, because that's water. It's sealing with water that helps like cleanse things, and it's like it can be meditative. Um,
Yeah.
but even feeling your fingertips, get back into your body when you're feeling like that. Get back into yourself, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like that helps ground your thoughts. Like doing this, like helps you
Oh,
to,
really?
yeah, it helps you to find your center again when you're starting to feel like, oh my gosh, you're starting to feel these things. Um, but you're also being called, like when you're feeling that from the collective, you're probably, most of you guys watching this are probably empaths, light workers, star seeds. That's also calling you to be like sending love to back to the collective, being like, hey, I'm here for you, I love you, you're okay, you're safe. Tell that to the collective, because they need to hear it. And that's like a sign, uh that you as a worker are being called to do your part, to just hold space for the other people. um so whenever you're feeling that and you feel like it's coming from the collective, be like, you're safe, you're loved, I'm here for you, you're here for me. This is like, send it love and light. And if you're prompted to, you're going to get um told a message. Like if you're supposed to reach out and help somebody, you'll be told that message, like this is who you're supposed to help, or this is who you're supposed to spend time with. You're going to be told that message, because you can't help everybody unless you're like,
Obviously, yeah.
unless you're a billionaire, which unfortunately some of them do try to help, but a lot of them don't, or try to make things worse. But like, I mean, like you can't help everybody, but you can do what you can, and each little thing ripples out. So um, just take baby steps. Know that you can't fix the whole world at one time, but just setting your good intentions.
What about animals? Do they help?
Absolutely. Yeah, animals are here. I think most of them they're smarter than we are, and they're here. They're
I
to protect.
agree.
They're, so they're like, if an animal comes to you like while you're walking, or like your pet, all your pets are your spirit guides, like the ones that have come into your life, like they've chosen us. And even though we might have picked them out, or from a litter or something like that, or got um like that animal's soul has a contract with you. They knew that they were going to be there to help you. um and every time you see like see a beautiful insect or a weird, like it's a sign, that it's um so yeah, animals are definitely like, we can learn so much from them. And they're just so, they have a wisdom on another level, and they already know unconditional love. They already know that we're here to learn unconditional love. And most animals already know unconditional love, and
I think of most people, it's more conditional love than unconditional love.
oh yeah, for people have conditional love. The animals don't. Like the animals, it's right then and there. They're instinctual, but they love us no matter what. Like um, you can be who you are in front of the animals. It is what it is to them. It's like, but people, not so much. Some people you have to, you know, maybe set stronger boundaries with and be careful with, you know.
I guess it's a time too where we really, especially any animal really, but even wild animals, to watch the animals, because they will react to the environment or to any event that happens quicker than we will. We've kind of lost some of our instinctual, what do you call it?
Oh yeah,
Nerves or whatever you want to call it.
our intuitions is
Yeah. So
um,
that's
yeah, definitely we can watch the animals and they'll help us get back to our own telepathy, and eventually, you know, we're supposed to be talking to each other through telepathy again. And I mean, just there's amazing stuff. Like if you read some of this stuff, like these yogis in the Himalayas can do, they can astral travel and disappear and live for thousands of years. And like, I believe anything's possible. You know, we just need to get back and remember that. You know, we're here in a very structured.
it's really all about remembering. We used to be great beings, and we've been dumbed down, poisoned, programmed, manipulated, and so on. But once we connect with our source within our heart, we can rise above all that.
Yes, yes. I mean, absolutely. You know, and that we just have to keep on doing the inner work and set intentions. And like I'm setting intentions. Like I would like to, if I can be healthy and happy, I want to live longer. I want to, you know, and you can start to age in reverse. You can start to heal things in your body that need to be healed. And you know, I'm still in a journey. I'm still trying to heal different things. But um, the more you do, the more you notice, um, and don't give up. The more you connect, especially
Sometimes
with the,
I think people might try to take on too much right at first, like newbies or something. You're not going to
yes.
sit down and meditate for an hour when you just first start meditating, okay? You know, that kind of thing. You might, uh, five
Start
minutes,
with
three
30
minutes.
seconds.
Yeah,
Start with
yeah,
30
there you
seconds.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And even that, and then be
that's
proud
even
of yourself,
better.
especially if you're someone with ADHD. It's
Ah,
like
my hair's driving
you
me
be proud of
crazy.
yourself and be like, I mean, sometimes I have to get into it, but I also like the guided meditations too. And well, that's why if y'all want to do guided meditations, you can look at my videos. I have a lot of guided meditations, but that helps if you've got like, you know, if it's hard just to like do nothing. You know, I like guided meditations too. And we help each other heal. Like you have the healing, you have the power to heal yourself, but we help each other remember. Like that's what healers do. Like you know, they're not really healing you. They're helping you remember how to heal yourself. Um,
Right. Yeah.
and they're awakening that within you. Um, so
And I think our as the energies on the planet rise, we're actually getting upgrades with our DNA, and
yes,
our abilities are coming back online, especially if we center ourselves and connect with source and ask for help. I
yes,
think it's really
yes,
important to ask. You know,
yes. We forget that they're here to
yeah,
help us. Our guides are here to help us. Um, ask to show us signs, and you'll start to see signs. Ask to
yes.
so it's. I mean, you know, it's really amazing. Um, I just I want to thank everybody here that's a light worker, including Gail. That's the work that we're doing is really it's really just it's profound. This is like one of the hardest realms, the one of the hardest tests to be here in this place. And if you're here now, I mean, this is a master experience that we're doing, that we're mastering, you know, ourselves and our spirituality here. So that's, you know, pat yourself in the back, because this isn't easy. I mean, all this, everything that we're dealing with, and it's most light workers, it's foreign to us. Like I was telling you Gay earlier, I was like, man, I miss Lemuria. Like when I like, this is weird. Like this is not, but this is helping us like learn to be the strong warriors, and we're leveling up. We're ascending. We're becoming stronger. So we have to remember that whenever it gets really hard, be like, hey, this is like your soul has come so far already. You don't even realize how much you've learned.
Right. And Gaia is increasing her vibration, and she wants to bring everybody along. So she's there to support us, which is why it's so beneficial to spend time in nature, or to hug a tree, or to walk barefoot if you can, or things of that nature really are very, very, very beneficial.
And we have to thank Gaia for for hosting us, and letting us be here in her beautiful spirit, and everything that she gives us. And that helps us connect with Gaia, and helps. I mean, that's we're we really are lucky. When you think about that.
I told the story on another video I did, but I have to say that again, because it's like somebody, when the Texas flooding happened, and there were a bunch of people together at the time, they all held hands and helped each other through it.
That is so sweet. That's like, they're definitely going to have a bond that nothing can be breaked, like going through something like that. And it definitely, the times like that, it can bring out the worst in people, but also bring out the best in people. And that really, that's really special. And I think, all of us tonight need to, remember, like, just keep, like, pray for Texas. Like, imagine a big love of, the big pink light hugging them, and cradling them, help uplift them. May Gaia give them everything that they need to get through this, and they will get through this. And we're going to eventually find out who's doing this, and we're going to be able to stop it.
Well, do you have any last encouragement for those who are newly awakening, or feeling raw or unprotected right now?
I think obviously shielding is even more important for you, especially if you're newly awakening, because you're going to feel like it's astounding, the evil and how everything has been rigged against us. And then you're also going to be having, like, I call them matrix agents, but you're going to get these attacks from people and are close to you, and things like that, to help to try to suppress your light, to try to keep you down. So finding your center, and like doing this, like imagining the light coming through your heart and radiating all around you, and then getting stronger. It helps so much. It helps you to be able to go out and contain your energy. And it also, well, it's amazing. You'll notice, like, people backing away from you, and like you'll have an easier, your day will flow easier. You'll notice that when you do that, it really does help. And the more you do it, the less the more it like strengthens your aura, and the less you have to consciously do it so much. But even me, like, I have to, especially if I have something important or special, or something that's weird that I don't do every day, I'll mentally do this, and spiritually do this, and you can tell a difference, and you can see, like, dark spirits, or like you can see things move away from you, and you'll notice you'll find parking spots easier. Like, you'll find, like, little things will happen. So don't forget you have that power in you. Like, you're always, God is always with you. Source is always with you. Source is part of you. So don't forget that if you're starting to feel like overwhelmed by all this, because you're always, you're loved and protected. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. We're here to learn. We're here to get stronger. So just remember that. I hope.
Well, that's good. Is there anything, Anything else that you want to leave the listening audience with?
I just want to thank everybody that sees this, and let's remember to put our heart shield out around us, but also let's extend our heart to Texas and any other place in the world right now that's dealing with chaos and adversity, and let's give them a virtual spiritual hug. I like to imagine the pink light energy surrounding them, encompassing them, hugging them. I love you, brothers and sisters. I'm here for you. You're not alone. You'll get through this. Source is with us. We're getting stronger every day. We are filled with light, love, and magic. We're divine, infinite beings. Don't forget.
Definitely. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show. I really appreciate it. It's the first time I've had the intro not work. I don't know if the end credits will work. If they not, I'll just have to end the show.
Okay.
But I'd like to thank everyone for watching and for participating. I'm sorry I would have, I usually try to do a long intro in the beginning so people know the channel is up and running. There's a show coming up, but it didn't work. So it might just be that Mercury retrograde.
No, absolutely it is, and it's actually just it's the demiurge testing us, or like just trying to, but it didn't stop us. We still we got through it, and we've we're here, and we got our message through, and maybe we can add it on later, because I'd love to see your intro. I love the background and everything. But thanks for having the show anyway. I know that was frustrating for you, but I had a good time, and I'm happy to be here. So.
Okay, well, maybe we can do this again and things will work better. But anyway, we still get the message out there. And Jill is saying here, let's send those affected strength and lots of love.
Yes.
We're in this together. We're all connected. And so what happens to them happens to us in many ways as well.
Yes, test. You're a test. It's testing. It was testing us.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Yeah.
So hang in there, everybody. Use that breath work. Use that meditation. Yes. Stay strong. Stay free. And stay resonating in a higher and higher vibration every day. We do this. We got this. We got this, don't we? Yeah.
We got this. Thanks, Gail.
I'm going to try to run the end. I don't know if it'll work. It's a very favorite song for a lot of people. I wish you could have heard it, but anyways, maybe it's on some other video. So
look it up.
Much love out there. Take care, and help your neighbor. And help the people in any way you can. Just sending love is another way. We need as much of that as we can. So let's see if this will work. If it won't, I'll just have to end it.
Okay.
Let me see. Doesn't look like it's going to work.
New York, by the way.
Well, I guess there's no end credits on this show either.
No, I guess it's not. Okay, well, I guess we'll say goodbye. Should I stay on?
Wow, that's weird. So strange.
I'll email you, but thanks again for having me on. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone. Yeah. We have no ending credits. We had no beginning intro today, and it's just the way it is. Anyway, we'll see you again soon. And much love to everybody, and thank you, everyone. So.